The housing market in the city of La Crosse is the largest portion of the tax base for La Crosse County.
And that's why county officials are taking a more invested approach in trying to improve what they're calling a deteriorating housing market within the city. News 8's Kyle Dimke is in the newsroom with the latest.
Well, La Crosse County recently purchased property near the county landfill, and that will be developed and selling, for commercial use. The county board chair is suggesting to set aside just north of $1 million made from the future sale of that property and put it into some sort of grant-like program to help revitalize La Crosse neighborhoods. This roughly 26-acre plot of land off Highway 16 on the border of La Crosse and on Alaska will soon be made available for industrial development, something La Crosse County officials say the county has been searching for quite some time. It could also be the solution to another item on the county's to-do list, finding some way to reinvest in improving the city of La Crosse's housing market.
Right now, if you look at the Powell-Polk-Hamilton neighborhood, there's 3 houses that are valued more than $150,000 in improvement value. And so that's our county median housing value is $150,000. So that neighborhood has a significant amount of houses with lower values.
The county's community development specialist, Brian Fukuda, says it can cost an additional $30,000 or $40,000 to tear down a home to build new versus just buying a lot with no home on it. He says if the county can help remove that extra cost using roughly $1 million from the sale of the Highway 16 property, the county hopes private investors will get involved.
Put the money in the hands of private developers and builders and realtors and folks that might want to come to the table and find those houses that are valued in the $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 range that really need some work, and then make a grant that really fills that gap.
La Crosse Mayor Tim Cabot says having private investment on top of the public dollars the city is already pounding into revitalization efforts will be a win-win for everybody in the city and county.
Those lots and homes were developed for a much different time, and as we learn more about current market and the current interest in what people want for housing, it's clear that there are changes that need to be made and we need to be working together. So that's why you've got to have both public and private side to really see the difference.
The county's development specialist says in the county's 2016 budget, there's an additional $200,000 that will be going into neighborhood revitalization efforts in La Crosse. But when the county board began discussing that dollar amount, board members questioned if that was enough, and that's why the additional $1 million was added.
All right, thanks a lot, Kyle. And the $1 million in funding is just a proposal right now. It does need full approval by the county board as part of its budget for 2016.
The county hopes to have the revitalization program finalized in the early part of next year.